Sakamoto is up against the toughest opponent yet, and he can't seem to lose weight. Why is that? Every single other time that we've seen him against these tougher opponents that he's had to go up against in his past, he was able to lose all the weight. He was able to take it off in a matter of an instant and then defeat them like it was no problem. However, this time, he ended up going to this old lady witch doctor. I mean, she's not really a witch doctor, but he ended up going to this old lady that was the doctor that healed all the hitmen, and she did some voodoo magic healing on him to be able to allow him not to change anymore. And the reason for her doing that was because he needed to understand that he has everything within himself right now with the weight that he's at. And as soon as he finally realized that, he's like, I don't have to change back to my old hitman size. I don't have to transform back into the way that I was. This is who I am now. So what that means is that I can actually continue to defeat the enemies that stand in my way without me having to speed up my metabolism to cut down to my original weight when I was like this all-star hitman. What I can do now is I can be this 250, 350 pound man and still move and have even more power and strength behind my punches because now I'm even stronger than I was beforehand. But I didn't know that because I never gave myself the opportunity to truly embrace that strength within my new body because I became so comfortable with my old body. And that's what I knew how to, that's how I knew how to win. That's how I knew how to defeat my enemies. That's how I knew how to always become the world's best hitman. Because when I was fat, it's I only have 30% of my power because I didn't accept that being fat was actually an advantage. As soon as I accept that being fat is an advantage, now all of a sudden the enemies that stand in my way, they're child's play. I can take them out like I did when I was the prime hitman in my little slim little body and whatnot, and I can just destroy anyone that stands in my way because I have more strength now when I'm a 250 pound man than what I did when I was, let's say, a small little guy that probably weighed $150 or something like that. It's I have that strength within me. It's about accepting that as yourself. Because if you truly want to evolve, kind of like how Sakamoto has, what you have to do is you have to understand that the power you want is already within you. It doesn't have to come from you losing weight. It doesn't have to come from you gaining weight. It doesn't have to come from you having to have a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend, get married, have a house, have dogs, have kids, have toys, have anything that you want. You might think that you need those things in order to achieve the success that you're wanting in your life, but you don't. You truly do not need any of that. All you need is the acceptance of who you are and where you are at right now. As soon as you accept who you are and where you are, that's when magic starts to happen all around you. That's what's happening in Sakamoto days. As soon as he ends up understanding, he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm fat. But you know what? And I might not be all put together. My shoes might be a little falling apart. I might have dirt in my pocket and things like that. But you know what? That's who I am. That's what I got going for me. And I'm going to accept that as is because you know what? The granny witch doctor, she's the one that knows best. Me, I'm just a little guy. I might not know what is best for me, but she's been around the block so many times, so she's going to help me out in the exact way that I need to be helped out in this exact same moment and not a moment sooner. And thanks to her, now I'm going to be able to defeat this guy without having to lose the weight. And if I can defeat him without having to lose the weight, imagine how many other death row inmates that I can also defeat without having to lose the weight. And I want you to know this from the bottom of my heart. Where you are at right now is exactly where you need to be. Trust me when I say that. Sakamoto, he's transformed himself and then he puts the weight back on. You might be transforming yourself and then transforming back. Maintain who you are. Understand that who you are is the exact person that you need to be able to defeat all the enemies that may be standing in your way. So, with that being said, that's my video. If you liked it, you can subscribe to the channel for more with notifications on. I sometimes take breaks if there's no good animes out, but right now the season's the animes that are out right now are slapping right now. So I'm just gonna kind of probably be doing a little bit more videos from time to time. And yeah, we'll just kind of see where things go. But other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, afternoon, or whatever time of day that you're watching this. If you made it to the end, I do truly appreciate you. So I'll talk with you in the next one. Thanks for watching.